Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Rather than a guide or a let's play, today I'm going to see whether it's possible to build a city on a single tile. We're not talking about this, that's a 9 tile grid.
We're not talking about this or this, we're talking about this!
No, we're talking about a single tile. And I'm thinking over here, so we already have our road, a highway. We also have power lines, so we can export power should we want to in order to get that boost of earnings early in the game. And there is this cute little castle which may or probably won't feature in this. The first thing that I'm doing is flattening out the terrain so that we don't have tiles being mismatched when it comes to zoning. And that's a little better. I'm also going to expand this section out so that we have an outflow area for our sewage, but also we can block that off from our fresh water supply here. I've just done this alleyway just along the top so that we can create snapping points, or at least that's my hope, so that we're maximizing all of this space here. From here, we can have our main road, and this is where it will duck down. We'll take this all the way to the end. Nice 90-degree turn. Can we go under the water? Oh, we can. Oh no, that's not going to work. That's definitely not going to work. Rather than having it go all the way around the outside, it occurred to me that it would be better use of our space if we actually sent it through the middle. And that way we could have roads going off either side to a central roundabout.
2 moments later.
I think rather than having a roundabout, it's actually better in this circumstance to have 2 separate roads going into or out of this one-way system. We're also going to run a pathway hopefully all the way through to keep it nice and clean and allow people to have plenty of walking space. And here's the layout for the time being. Thankfully, with us being level 1 already, we can start off with medium density housing. Thinking about this, we could probably make this even tighter, and that might be a good idea. So we're packing these as densely as possible, and it just occurred to me that this is going to produce quite a bit of noise pollution, so they're probably not going to be that happy there. Oh well, I am already feeling the pressure here. We've only got 54 people. There's a huge demand on industry. We're trying to keep it as small as possible, and yet we're already running out of space. I'm very much relying on the alleys at the moment, and also using pathways to kind of push, where possible, the zoning together. I don't think we can get it any closer, so we'll stick with this. But you can see things like this, it's just a bit of a pain. And we've made it to level 2 at last. It's taken us ages. Now I had wanted in the development tree to go for geothermal power, but I really don't think that's going to happen because geothermal power is pretty big. We're going to need some kind of power, and it's either going to be coal power or wind power, and I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and go with the small coal power and accept that we're not going to be making money from power in this game. Oh, we can adjust taxes now, can't we? Let's reduce the taxes for everyone to 5% because this place ain't the nicest place to live. We need to entice as many people as possible so that when they're here and nice and comfy, we can turn the taxes back up. Schools are so... Oh my goodness. This is the smallest one, isn't it? I don't think we're going to be able to give them an education. Well, there is a school for kids. There's no way we're going to get one of these in. I suppose we do want to focus on education. If we're squeezing as many people in as possible, we need them to be wealthy so that we can take their profits as taxes. Of course, at level 3, we do have one thing going for us to help with getting a denser population, and that is medium density housing, the apartment buildings. These are going to be a huge help because now we can tightly pack them in. Yeah, that should be good. Ooh, did they just level up? They did. Still wretched poor though. We need to give you education. I think we may be able to squeeze it in here if we move the castle or delete it. I kind of wanted to keep that. Let's temporarily stick you here and we'll dig this out and hopefully squeeze in a high school. Not quite. No. I think we're going to have to budget a little bit more. I'll be right back. That's where we're going to have to put it. I have no idea how we're going to connect this up. What if? There we go. That's much closer. And then we squeeze this all the way up. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. You see, we've got plenty of space now. Can even put some houses next to the sewage works. How lovely. Oh, but would you look at that? We have just hit level 3. Maybe our best bet with the power, rather than doing anything like this, would actually be to buy it in. We could maybe use this road to build this out of the way. I'm liking this idea. You friggin' joking me. It's outside the city limits. Oh, we'll leave this for now. But the hope is that we won't have any power issues from now on. And now we can also look at purchasing underground parking. We might only need one of these. How big is it? Oh, it's tiny. 7,000 a month upkeep, and we're losing 3,000 an hour. Well, that's not going to change until we have... Oh, we're losing people. Oh, no, 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 no. We want to gain people. We need them to be happy. Noise pollution. Really? It's a single turbine. Hey, apparently these homes are spacious. Unreliable healthcare service. How is that unreliable? You can't get any closer to it. In order to try and reduce noise pollution, I'm going to move this. Tell you what, I will unlock this tile just so that I can move this. That is clearly back within our grid. It's on the... Okay, I'll budge it over just so that none of you are going to complain in the comments. I don't want to hear any...
Oh, you're such a cheater.
Aha! And like that, we're suddenly getting a load more people. Apparently, noise pollution is a big no-no for the community. Right, I think it's time for the poop shoot mansions. Oh, lovely. They picked them up right away. I think I've figured out the problem with the healthcare. It's death care that they want. It's not the healthcare. We have none. So we're going to have to wait until the next level to get the crematorium. We're going to need that because we are losing people. And, oh, we've got poverty as well. You know what? How can you have poverty when you have no taxes? Really? They're just whinging. There we are. Okay, level 4. Let's start with building one of these. Let's do it. No, why? Okay, we won't do it there. Haha! Finally! Now they'll be happy. Hope for lack of entertainment, of course. Let's add ourselves a couple of parks. But let's not go overboard. We don't have that much space. Smaller, that'll do. Over here, the perfect spot. An abundance of leisure time and entertainment. That is what we're talking about. We're still losing people. Totally forgot we needed office space. Seeing as we're at minus 5,000, in a vague hope to make some more money, I think we're going to try and start selling our water. Wait. Are we buying in water? Oh wait, we're exporting. Ah, fantastic. Which means hopefully we're making some... No. No, we're not. Oh well, wishful thinking. We have just hit level 5. We've now unlocked energy consumption awareness, which will reduce the use of energy, hopefully saving us some money. Recycling, which might reduce the amount that we're exporting, and the roadside parking fee. Noise pollution will be brought down with speed bumps as well. Okay, so that as well, seeing as they were complaining about noise pollution. We also have unreliable internet service currently. That's because we've just unlocked the new communications tab. And we can place this maybe up here. And we're still losing 5,500. So that didn't help too much, but I'm hopeful. We are still growing. It'd be really nice if we could get the height... These row houses have served us well, but it's got to a point where we need to change these. I don't want to use the space that we have in the center of our city where possible. So for now, we're going to remove... How many households can these hold? 2. Yeah, you see, it's just incomparable to something like this, which has 8 households and is bringing money commercially as well. So we're going to get rid of the first row at least and start building these. We are just about to hit 1,000 in population. I am so happy with that. I didn't think we'd get this far. We're still at minus 5,500. This is going to be difficult to overcome. But we now have our underground parking building at full capacity. So I'm thinking we should try and add another one if possible here, because we're only going to be adding more here. So we're going to have to budge this over ever so slightly. I'm sure we can squeeze this in. We are still growing. I'm surprised at how much we've grown. We have had to start moving into this area here. I'm trying to keep this as clear as possible. We still have the castle though. But you can see we have 1,420. Nice. That is quite the population there. We're only losing 5,000 now. So perhaps... Oh, I spoke too soon. Now it's minus 5,300. Perhaps if we can get to about 5k population, I think we can make this profitable. I think this is doable. We're going to make the first, now I don't actually know if it is the first, but the first profitable mini tile city in City Skylines 2. We'll make this one flats. And these as well. And then we'll replace these all with the mixed commercial apartments, I think. Oh, fantastic. Level 7, so we're only one away from the level that we need really to push this city further. So we've actually managed to hit 2,000 population. I am so surprised at that. We've almost converted all of our original commercial areas with the mixed housing now. We need to hit level 8 because there are only so many mixed apartments that we can place. We need some high density buildings now. So a few moments ago, I had a couple of crashes, and then it occurred to me that we haven't bought the road depot yet, have we? This advanced road services, which I bet if we check one of our roads... we have the most deadly roads of any city. I think we're going to have to build one of these. Oh, I just don't know. I think it's time to say goodbye, but we will get rid of this. Oh, goodness me, still 5,300 down. How have we gained money? I think that's just out. I can't really accept that. We're going to have to place it somewhere else. I think it's time we move this. I don't want to destroy it. Maybe we can find a spot for it later on. And then we add this. Everyone's going to complain about it, because they always do. Oh no, they're happy. Because finally, we're going to have people repairing the streets. Here we go. Look at this guy. You are the hero of today. We're almost there. We're almost at level 8. We've just got to hold out a little longer. Oh no, we're losing people. Why? Poverty. What a load of rubbish. And we've done it. I'm just so happy. So we're at Big Town now, which means we've unlocked... high density housing. I'm so happy at this. So, where do we put our first one? Maybe down here. Look at this big spot. This is one of the prime spots in our city. We have parks nearby. We have a high school next door, and they're still not taking the bait. It's a real pain in the backside. And why is it? Lack of availability of jobs and unoccupied buildings. I mean... what can we do? Jobs. I guess if we level up our areas, they should have more employees, right? This can hold 3. A lot of these are one of one. I've just built some bigger buildings here. They have some jobs. If we decrease taxes, hear me out, guys, hear me out. We decrease taxes for industry, commercial, and offices. Hopefully this will boost company profitability, which will allow them to level up, which will allow them to hire more people. It worked. We have our first skyscraper building. I can't wait to see it. It's a shame it's raining again though. Looking at it, I have to admit, I think I've built the most depressing town possible. I've just looked at workplace availability. We have an issue. We only have 3 jobs available in the city. So we either have to start turning this into a commercial zone or industry, or we have to start kicking out these. We'll start off with the poorest of you. Wretched wealth. It's going to turn into a profitable shop. I'm gonna go through one. Goodbye. You have been evicted. I feel a little bit evil.
But money will prevail.
Oh, you're wealthy. I'll let you off. Oh. Goodbye. You're either rich in this city or you're out this city. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. Well, I do make the rules. I didn't even check them. Well, they're gone anyway. What about you? You're wretched, but you have 2 dogs. Oh, I can't do that. Okay. You can stay. For now. Okay. First pass is done. We'll be back later. We need to increase profitability even further. I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to be paying a lot of money. Hopefully, that will allow companies to be much more profitable. And in turn, we'll be able to build more of these, which will eventually mean a lot more cash. Our city is still growing, but at a rather slow pace now. We're just trying to level up. As you can see, we're just about to hit 3,000 population with minus 7,000 in deficit. And this is us really trying to... Maybe we could turn that to minus 10. I think that might be a good idea in order to get more people to come to the city. We're trying to get more people so that we can tax them more later. And you can see we're almost at level 9. At level 9, we do access the high density businesses. Now, I think this will be good for the city. We'll be able to start removing maybe some of these and adding more high density housing and businesses, which hopefully have room for more employees as well. Ooh, what's this over here? Oh no, I guess we could maybe remove that and build our first business there. Aha, we have done it. We've hit level 9, which now means we have access. Oh, look at that. We have demand for high density. That is great news. I think we're going to have to replace this building first of all with the first high density business, and I'm going to start getting rid of these and replace them with high density business and also the high density housing perhaps behind. Hitting level 9 has been the best thing to happen because having the high density commercial buildings has brought in so much more employment. And you can see we're now at 1,692 workplaces. We have room for another 40 people, and I'm still expanding. We just built this massive thing. It's humongous. We've got some nice seaside, well, I say seaside, poop side flats. This is getting so bad, that's sewage. With everything getting progressively higher in density, we really need to think about how we're going to get people from one spot to another. We can only use taxis or pedestrians. I don't think the civilians can go in between the buildings, which isn't particularly convenient. It means they're having to walk all the way around. So I wonder if there's something else we can do. We can't build down because we have so few spots. Can we? I'm thinking, what if, say for example here, could we build this over? Hang on. This could be the answer to all of our problems. Oh gosh. The traffic is setting in. This is getting bad. We need to find a way to get people off the roads and remove all of these crossings. Wait. Thinking about it, if we can do this with people, we could do this with vehicles. Yep, this could work. We're gonna have to make room though. We need a down ramp. And I think the only place we can stick it is here. This is not easy. Right, okay. Can have one going this way. We're going to need a two-way street here. I'm redefining public roads with this. It's either an incredible idea or a terrible idea. I'm not quite sure which. Can we get it onto the motorway from here so we can have some going off immediately? Leave this with me. I present to you the spaghetti. So I have managed to do a well, not a highway, but another road across the top for people to use. And they're using it over here. Some of them are trying to get to the highway quicker. It allows for anyone to travel from the entrance point to the opposite side of the city. You can see there's no traffic problems beneath anymore. So I'm taking that as a win. Each of these workplaces have between 1 and about 5 people. Now we can fit a lot more through commercial high-density buildings, and we can also get a lot more people by having more high-rises. So it looks like we have no need for industry anymore. I think this is my favorite part of the city, where it's just low-density housing underneath the overpass. It is official. We are starting to run out of room. I'm still going to try and fit I want to say a wonder, one of the special buildings in this. And we're having to replace the apartments now, the medium density ones, with the high density. It is getting tight, to say the least. I don't know why I didn't think of this. We could put this whole highway underground, and that way we open all of this up for more space. It certainly wasn't my best work, but we've got it to work. I don't know what's going on there, though. It looks like we're changing lanes. Okay, we'll run with it. I'm really wanting to place something like this. That is ever so tight. If we can move all of this to there, I will be happy. I'm so close, but the problem is that I can't remove this without removing the streets underneath, and then I'm worried I won't be able to replace them. It won't let us. Oh no, okay. We can fix this. We can fix this. I don't think we can fix this. Oh no. It really, okay. If we remove, oh, it won't let us do it without deleting all of it. Oh no. Please. Please be kind to us. This section is fixed. Oh, no, we've lost people. We can fit it there. We know we can fit it there. We just need to get our population up now. Apparently, there's a traffic jam to get into the underground car park via the underground. Oh dear. It is time. We have hit 7,000 population in this single tile. To celebrate hitting that, we are now going to purchase the botanical gardens. I think that would be a beautiful addition to the center. Now we can think about tourism. But before we do that, we need to start making money, because right now we're at minus 15,000. So I'm afraid, my humble little city here, we're going to start taxing you. And I think we should start with a residential tax. Let's bring that up to a modest 11%. Perhaps we can reduce our services. We don't need to worry about the road so much because we haven't got many. We can increase our service charge by 20% and reduce our spending by 10%. Sewage, who needs that? Healthcare, we can reduce by 10%. Education, no one's using it, so we could reduce this to maybe 80%. Ooh, we could 50%, and we can make money from that. Okay. Fire brigade. It's a small tile. Same for the police. Like, how bad could crime be here? Communications by 10. Come on. How are we doing? We're still down to minus 4,000. People are going to want to start leaving soon. I think we have only one thing left that we can do. Oh, no we don't. That's a lie. Parking fees. Up. How are we doing now? Minus 3,000. There's only one thing we can do. Need to delete the access out of the city. What are you going to do now? They're stuck. They're trapped here. Which means we can turn the taxes up exponentially. Plus 300? Can we hit 300? You know what? That is not bad for a micro city. People are trying to leave, but they can't. They're stuck. Oh, they are leaving somehow. We're going to have loads of homeless people. Let's turn this up more. You'll never leave. Forever you'll be stuck here, and I'll be making money. Actually, that's not bad. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We are going to leave it there before everyone leaves this little tiny city. But I've been really happy with this. Please, if you did like it, please do hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. We also stream City Skylines 2 every Saturday on Twitch and YouTube at the same time now. But special thanks does go to all of our amazing supporters on Patreon. Most notably our Solarclipse patrons, James Irwin, Firefless, and Trebor, as well as our Lunas, the Calamity Ben, Star, and That Dude AW, as well as our Blood Moon of the Day, which today is Papa Snoozy. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.